Education, a recognized prerogative of every individual in the society, enables and empowers individuals to reach their full potential. On this episode of Science of Spirituality, we take a look at the importance of education in the country through the mystic's eye.
Sadhguru, Isha Sanskriti, it prepares children for, as you say, for the universe and not the university. Also, Isha homeschool is based more on the lines of the old Gurukul system. I would stand corrected if I'm wrong. How relevant is it today, and conceptually, how will it work going ahead, this form?
Isha homeschool is for the affluent children where their parents have made it in some way. Almost 31% of the children are from outside the country here. This is run like a homestead. This is not really a Gurukul in that sense. There are 20 children under the care of one couple who are dedicated towards their education till they reach 8th standard. After that they move to the high school. So this home is built in such a way, largely almost the entire education happens there, except for libraries, labs and sports fields. Everything else is within the house. So that's why it's called a homeschool. It's like being in your grandmother's place and learning what you have to learn. It's a 7-day school because there is no break for learning. It is just that we break it into academics and activity in a certain way. It is unannounced. Nobody knows when is the activity day. It is just brought to them as a surprise somewhere. So we are counting holidays, but the children don't know anything called… the concept of a holiday is not there because there's no holiday for life and there's no holiday for learning. The Isha Samskriti is an entirely different process. This is only about building… this is for parents who have seen that their education, their employment, their well-being, financial and material well-being has not really taken them anywhere to any exciting place within themselves. So they want their children to experience something else. So here we train the children just to develop their body and their brain without any intention. There is no intention of making him into a doctor or an engineer or something. It's just ridiculous. A 3-year-old child is being told, will you be a doctor or an engineer? It is a completely wrong way of bringing up children. So these children are focused on just developing their physical body and their brain and a very stable attitude towards everything.
Sadhguru, it looks such a fascinating idea. So why don't we have many of such schools across India?
We have another model for the cities, which is a combination of all these things. So, these schools we want to start in 25 different cities in India. Across the country, we want to start very high-quality education, which gives formal education along with other aspects. For example, in this Isha homeschool, 11th, 12th is 3 years, not 2 years. Because we've invested so much in art, music, theatre and various other faculties, sport and everything, when they come to 11th standard, parents will get crazy about marks and children are forced to drop everything else and just go for getting more marks or getting an admission. Once they enter professional colleges, all their art, music, theatre is completely banished. So today you will see most of the Indians, they may be earning well, they may be in good jobs, they can't sing, they can't dance, they can't laugh, they can't do anything.
Yes, right.
Just your ability to sing can add a completely different dimension. You don't have to be a performer, but for yourself or your family or your friends, if you can sing or do something…
play an instrument.
It can make a world of difference. It can enrich human life in so many different ways.
Sadhguru, in the olden days, India was known for the universities of Nalanda and Takshashila. Today we are sending our kids abroad for quality education. What errors we have made that quality education and affordable education we are not being, available to Indians?
We probably had the oldest universities on the planet, full-fledged. They say Nalanda University had over 30,000 students and nearly 10,000 faculty. That's what they say. But it could be somewhere around that number. But we were invaded by people who did not believe in education. And it was just ripped out completely. So… and they did not leave quickly. They stayed on for nearly 1,000 years in so many different forms. So we lost all those initiatives we had. We were way ahead of the world, but now we're way behind the world. We have to catch up. There's a lot of work to do now.
That's the point, that what is it which is needed to be done according to you to set the education system right?
See, I feel there are a few things. One thing is, higher education especially should not be handled by the government. Whatever they have done till now, they have done in an early phase when there was no enterprise in the direction, they have done what they have done, it has produced some results, that is fine. But now a time has come when you must just open up education. You have set up government schools, you focus on upgrading your schools for those who cannot afford it.
Sure.
But for the rest of the people, right now, people are willing to invest more than half their income on their children's education in this country, in the rural areas. If you provide quality education, their attitude is, it's okay, our life is only this much, but our children should live well. This is strong in India. When it's like this, why are you trying to pass laws and try to manage this, and in the end you end up with a mediocre system of education? And above all, our idea of education, which was mainly designed by the British to produce more clerks and more bureaucrats to fill in their various offices they had to maintain across the world because they thought they'll conquer the world, that education need not be compulsory. Right now, right to education, whatever they brought, this is causing a disaster in the country on various levels because you can pass a law, but can you follow through is the question. Government, they have proved for so many reasons, not just in this country, everywhere, when government tries to provide education, the quality will be low.
Sure.
Because it's not something that they can manage. They can build a school, but they can't manage a school. Even if that is so, even the schools that you have built, you give it to me, 1,000 schools you give it to me, all the buildings and what you're paying the teachers, just give me that money. I will show you in 3 years' time, we'll make those schools top quality schools. Because you can't run it. In the very nature of things, you can't run which needs a certain level of dedication and involvement, which is not something that we have seen.
After a short break, Sadhguru throws light upon language as a medium of instruction in education, the role of phonics and the notion of wealth creation in society.
Our society still does not respect wealth creation. It does not respect people who make money.
I think everybody is aspiring for it, they're only complaining somebody got there before them.